What's going on, everybody? This is Dave from This Is Pop Punk Promotions. I'm here with Pascal from Carey from Quebec, Canada. How's it going, Pascal?
It's pretty good. And you?
Doing great. Really appreciate you coming on. Let's dive right into it. So, when and how did you guys form?
We formed in the 2011. Me and our bassist Miguel were writing some riffs when we were staying together in Quebec City, and we started to jam with a drummer. But Miguel was supposed to sing initially, and then he went to play bass. We tried a couple of friends, but Miguel ended up playing bass, and then we recruited a singer who was a longtime friend from an old band called Hold Up, and another friend from Victoriaville. And then those two are not in the band anymore. But it started in 2011. Yeah,
That's awesome, man. So, you guys have been around for a little bit.
yeah, yeah.
Very
We're
cool.
pretty slow though.
Hey, slow and steady wins the race. That's what I tell people.
Yeah, sure, for sure.
So, you're from Quebec, Canada. How's the pop punk, the punk, hardcore, alternative music scene there? Do you have favorite local bands, favorite venues?
I don't know much about pop punk bands, but the where we're from, it's really small cities, so there's no like specific scene. Like the guys from the tribute to the Beatles will come to our shows, and we're going to theirs, and it's more of a music scene than a specific scene. So it's pretty cool. We're every musician is friends around here. So
That's awesome, and that's how it should be.
yeah, yeah, for sure.
So, who would you say your biggest influences are?
As a band or me
As a
personally?
band, as you?
As a band, I'd say, well, there are we often get sorry, my English is compared to bands like Defeater and stuff like that. We really when we first started, there was a lot of influences from Verse, from Providence, Rhode Island, and bands like Havard, Carpassion, and melodic hardcore and post-hardcore like Quicksand and stuff like that. And as for uh, all the theme and the concept of the band around the mining industry in our area and the history, it all comes from a band from Syracuse. It's like a close to a death metal band called Unholy, and they had some weird stories in their lyrics and like explanations and stuff. And I thought it was really cool. And I kind of was tired of all the friends and family lyrics. So I thought it would be cool to, you know, do something different and something that we can relate that. And I used to go in at the university in history. So the history of our area is something that I'm really interested about. So
That's
that's
really
what I rock.
cool.
Yeah, thanks.
So if you could tour with one of those bands, which one?
Uh, well, I think the theater is the only one that's still active. So, but I don't know. We play with all kinds of bands, metal, skate punk. I don't think we ever played with ska bands though. But we don't care. Our music is so all over the place that we don't care if we play with any type of bands. Really,
Defeater would be sick.
it would be.
I think it's time for you to reach out to them and see if
the
you can make
message
it
the
happen.
message is out there. Well, I talked to a few of them because Mike from the theater was in a band called Make Doing Man, and we played with them a few times. And I booked them. I think their first show in Canada in 2009. But I talked to Jake from the theater. I think it was before Christmas about doing like a weekend or something. But they were not booking shows at that moment. So maybe another time, hopefully.
Very cool. So now I'm going to ask you some non-music questions. It's a good way for me to get to know you. I did this with the
Sure.
other bands. Are you ready to roll?
Yeah.
All right, first one, best vacation that you've been on.
my family was not a big vacation family. So because my father was a truck driver, so when he rarely had time off. So when we had time off, we go there. He has a cabin in the woods, so we go there and we just we're lumberjacks, I guess. So, but we went a few times with my girlfriend. We went on my motorcycle. We went to Eastern. I don't know how to say that. It's called Bas Saint Laurent. It's a Rimouski, and we had a great time. We always love to go see shows in the U.S. We're going to see the theater in Caspian in Boston at the end of the month, so that should be cool.
Oh, heck yeah, that's awesome, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, both bands are sick.
yeah.
What's your favorite food?
Um, I'd say the traditional meal from Canada, but from Quebec at least, poutine. That's the best. I
Keeping it
just ate one.
Canadian.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I've heard some pretty good things about it. I'll have to try it when I get back up there again.
You sure have to, man.
Got to get the full experience, the full Canadian experience.
Yeah, man. You can't go wrong with a poutine.
So if you were stranded on a desert island, what three items would you want to have with you?
Hmm. Probably something to listen music and something to charge it and some food, I guess.
I like it. Very
But
simple, very right to the point.
your toilet paper idea was pretty cool too. So,
So if you go back in time and talk to one world leader or person of influence, who would it be?
oh, that's a good question. I think it would be Stalin. I'd like to know what the fuck, man. Killing so much people and the ideology. I love the the not the imagery, but all the USSR stuff, and I don't like the ideology, but I like the history of it.
Yeah, now that would be an interesting one. Like talking to him, and be like, man, like what made you think that was a good idea to like kill all those people that had different beliefs than you?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And we kind of see it these days with all this cancel culture stuff. It's kind of parallel. Is that a word in English? I don't know. Parallel ideology. That if you don't think like somebody else, a certain group of people, you get automatically canceled. So maybe I should ask them those questions.
So if you had $1 million and you could donate it to any charity, which one?
Probably something that is for the kids, I guess. Pretty sure it would be something for the kids.
That's awesome. All right, last question. What are some places in Quebec that visitors should check out?
Quebec City for sure. That's a no-brainer. It's one of the most beautiful city in North America, if not the one. So
And you're
you
not
have to
trying
make.
and you're not trying to be biased or anything.
Oh, I'm not even from Quebec City. I already lived there when I studied at the university, but I'm not from there. I'm like more than an hour from there.
You'll have to take me there when I get up there.
You sure have to go. It's awesome.
Show me all the really cool places.
Yeah,
Maybe hit up some shows.
sure. There's some pretty good shows in Quebec. We're playing next. We're playing next Friday in Quebec. So
Right on, man. Well, I really appreciate you coming on and chatting up a little bit, and the support means a lot to me.
thanks for having me. It's pretty cool.
Anytime. So for the people that are going to watch this later on, where can they find your music at?
We don't have Carey doesn't have Spotify yet and Apple Music and stuff like that, but it will eventually come with our new album that's coming out. We're talking with a label as of now, so we're probably gonna put a first single on all platforms when the time comes. So I don't know for the back catalog though, if since it was all with our old singer, but it's gonna come. But we're on Bandcamp, and I think we have some songs on YouTube, so it's pretty easy to find. All of our addresses on social media are Minds and Men, like MINESANDMEN. So it's easy to find.
Do what the man says. Go to those websites, listen to the music, support them, buy merch, buy the music, and support local music.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Of course, man. Well, I hope you have a great night, and we'll chat soon.
Awesome. Have a great night.
See you later.